KCOCA and killing Lankesh in 2017. Judiciary is wrong on dropping the charges. Hello and welcome to Inventiva. This is Palak Yadav presenting to you today's big news. Gauri Lankesh, whose case is under the KCOCA, was an Indian journalist and activist based in Bangalore, Karnataka, who was murdered on September 5, 2017. She was editor of Lankesh Patrike, a Kannada language weekly that criticized the government strongly when Narendra Modi became Prime Minister of India in 2014. She was a left-wing journalist who commented that India had become the world's most dangerous place for a reporter. What she says is partly true because according to the 2017 Press Freedom Index made by Reporters Without Borders, India is placed at 136 out of 180 countries. Afghanistan, which is marred by war and destruction, comes at 120 and Zimbabwe at 127. Gauri Lankesh Patrike wrote about rural areas issues and criticized the government heavily for their incompetence. She was a staunch critique of what people call the upsurge of Hindutva forces of polarization around the country. And after Lankesh's murder, the Karnataka Control of Organised Crime Act 2000 or KCOCA, which is modelled on Maharashtra Control of Organised Crime Act 1999, is the heart of the controversy. The Karnataka Act is the bone of contention because the Karnataka High Court on April 22nd dropped KCOCA charges against Mohan Nayak. Mohan Nayak is the key accused in murdering Gauri Lankesh and is an important part of the organised crime syndicate that shot Lankesh. Karnataka is a state ruled by the BJP which did not challenge the High Court order of dropping the KCOCA charges. Kavita Lankesh, sister of the slain journalist Gauri Lankesh, moved to the Supreme Court over dropping the charges. The whole controversy is behind a clause of the KCOCA Act. The clause states that any person who is arrested for an organised crime is considered to be a member of the gang involved in the crime, even if the arrestee is an abettor or a person who insists on crime will be considered as a part of the organised gang. If the arrested person has one or more charge sheets that allege him or her for similar crimes in the previous 10 years is also considered as a member of the organised crime. The KCOCA charges against Mohan Nayak were dropped because there was no previous charge sheet available, hence the law did not apply to him. The Karnataka High Court judge K.S. Mudgal quashed the charges and ordered the Bangalore Police Commissioner to quash charges under the KCOCA Act under Nayak. The Bangalore police tried reasoning with the court that a person involved in unlawful activity is linked to a criminal syndicate group if any person of that group who is accused of crime faces more than one charge sheet for the same offences within 10 years. The court ordered the police to revoke the KCOCA charges as Nayak was not involved in any unlawful activity according to the Act. Now, what did the court say about the clause? According to the court in 2019, in the case of Class 12th examination paper leak, continuing unlawful activities does not mean that it is necessary that more than one charge sheet is to be filed in the preceding 10 years. This also includes abettors of the organised crimes. The special KCOCA court held that in the Gauri Lankesh case, the KCOCA Act could be invoked against the arbiter for helping the unlawful activity of an organised crime syndicate. The court has also cited Maharashtra Organised Crimes Act saying that an abettor can be charged on the same grounds if he appears to be a helper of the organised crime group. Various sections of the Organised Crime Act would be invoked in the helper.